We are in short discussion for the after effect of the election that happened in United States. It is pretty cloudy out here. It is not that evening. But anyway, we would proceed. So the United States election November 2024 that happened 1 week prior, and it is considered as the most historic election that happened in United States. People, they opted to for a person, Mr. Donald Trump, that they had already rejected while he was sitting president in 2020. But still, they opted for Mr. Donald Trump, knowing his kind of very different kind of behavior. Still, they opted for Mr. Donald Trump because now America is going through the civil reforms, civil economic reform. Now, lot of people are jobless, people are getting jobless day by day, and people are becoming homeless day by day. In this kind of poverty situation in United States, if America, if that situation should not grow more and think and the economic situation, especially per person, the common man's economic situation, it should come back to the track. They kind of opted for Mr. Donald Trump because Mr. Donald Trump has promised that the economic situation as far as per capita is concerned, that would be his prime focus, and this is the pledge that he has given to the this is the kind of statement that he has given to the people. Now, the idea is that if that is the scenario, that America first, American first, and all the money that is going out of the America in a phase of employment, or in phase of endowment, or in phase of supporting some country, that should be scrapped completely, not minimization, that should be scrapped completely. That is the concept. Now, in that concept, we have seen that Pakistan, Pakistan, Taiwan. So these are the countries which have always been benefited from the America. Japan, where Japan's primary export in electronics and automobile happens in United States only. Means Japanese company, they earn a lot. They earn to an extent that it won many times, means for long duration it was the second wealthiest country in the world. Now, one of the country that is heavily dependent upon America as far as its economy is concerned is Philippines. So, Philippines America relationship. Now, Philippines was colony of America till 1946. 1998, America took over Philippines and made its colony. Colony means Philippines was under America. And 1946, then Philippines became independent. There is a story behind it because in 1941, Second World War, Japanese, they chased America. So Philippines is south to Japan, and they chased America. When American came back, at that time, Philippines situation was different, and at that moment, America was not in situation to continue as its Philippines as its colony. So it had to give independence and then track the trade kind of trade consignment, the kind of trade relationship. So that kind of the relationship, one consignment started in 1946. So they had some kind of understanding for the trade, and that started in 1946. One more consignment came in 1955. So the United States and Philippines, even though Philippines was not the colony of America, but they were completely tied in economic relationship. So there was a kind of a tract, and America and Philippines, they were locked in an economic relationship. Prior to 1998, the Philippines was colony of Spain. So this side Cuba and that side Philippines. Just see where is Spain, where is Cuba, and where is Philippines. So Spanish people, it was colony of 1998. in the kind of deal of Paris. So that is also called deal of the Paris. So in the kind of Paris agreement also it can be seen said. So in Paris agreement 1998, America purchased Philippines. So Spanish they sold Philippines to America in 1998 and then it became its colony. So with the agreement, the trade agreement that happened in 1946 when independence was granted to the Philippines and in 1955 again one trade agreement happened with the Philippines. Now what is the trade agreement with America and Philippines? American companies, America is rich because of its electronics and software companies. So one of the reasons, other are arms and everything. But American company, the electronics company, they found a means they were finding a kind of labor power. Labor power is costly in America, whereas some portion of the world it is cheaper, and people are a kind of they are highly skilled as far as electronics company is concerned. So the electronic skill is concerned. One of them is China. That's why America is so much it likes China to some extent. And then Taiwan, Japan, Korea, South Korea, and other was Philippines. So Philippines and China, mostly these are the country where American companies they were directly investing into those countries. American companies were working inside those companies, their laborers were working in electronic industry. And one of them is Philippines. So Philippines export in 2008, I believe, the Philippines export 20% of the Philippines export was happening in America. 20% of a country export was happening only in America. And whatever the Philippines was importing, 18% of the import was happening from the America. The import was mainly the raw material that is used for manufacturing the electronic equipment, like part of the integrated IC integrated circuit IC chips or other computer peripherals and those raw material that the Philippines used to get and then it would to assemble and whatever it was doing manufacturing electronic chips or electronic equipment then selling it back to the America. Means American companies were investing in the Philippines. So in that situation, Philippines is one of the countries that is heavily dependent upon America as far as their economy is concerned. Philippines people, if one survey happened and Philippines people say that America is the most favorable country to Philippines. Even in America, people believe that more than 60% people believe that Philippines is a good favorable country to the America. Now, in the American list where it imports item, I believe 30th position, 30 is Philippines. That much it is dependent upon the Philippines. Now, American companies, they are sharing job with the Philippines people. Now, with the new growing, unprecedented political scenario in America, now these American companies certainly they will be barred to invest in Philippines. Certainly. Now they will be forced to employ Americans, though they may give less salary. No salary, less salary is better than no salary. When people are not having job at all, at that moment it is better to give job to Americans than going for cheap labors.